Welcome back to Visual Radio Arts and the Soundcheck Show. And on today's show, we've had a great set from Arcadio. Yay!
Thank you.
So let's introduce the band. To my far left, we have Dainty on guitar.
Hello.
To my inside left, using a football expression, Lee.
Good evening.
Rhythm guitar, vocals. Oh, and Dainty did some vocals as well. You probably noticed.
He does a little bit.
To my inside right, we've got Darren on bass.
Good evening.
And the far right, we've got Jamie, the drummer.
How are we?
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
So thanks for that. Great set. Really enjoyed it. So I'm going to start with you, Lee, because effectively you're the front man of the band. And you mentioned it sort of in the set. We've been trying to get this session together now for probably 4, maybe even 5 years.
The saga.
Yeah, and something has always gone wrong.
It has so, indeed. Yeah, a few things happened. Lost members.
But you just mislaid them somewhere.
Mislaid them. We lost a bass player.
Yeah.
Not only in mind, but in spirit.
Yeah, he's somewhere
body.
roaming around around the M25.
He's on the Isle of
somewhere.
Wight, Phil, somewhere now.
Isle of Wight.
On the Isle of Wight.
Okay.
We do think his
Probably gonna
identity
watch this,
has
let's
been...
all say hello to Jim. 'Cause he probably
Hello,
will watch
Jim.
this,
Hello,
yeah.
Jim.
Hi, Jim.
Hi, Jim.
And whoever owns
We
his
think someone's
identity.
stolen your identity, Jim, as well.
Who's got it? Give it back.
So that and the COVID thing.
COVID.
Yeah, and then I think some illness came into it.
Got ill on the last... We were supposed to be here earlier in the year. And,
Yeah. But we finally made it.
we made it.
Finally got here.
And we've had a lovely time, Phil.
Yeah,
It's
good.
been fantastic.
Yeah, thank you very much. Phil.
Excellent.
Great set.
Now, would it be right to say that that all of the songs are you do the songwriting? Is that fair?
For all these, yeah, I wrote these. We were kind of a different band when we first got in contact. We had a different name as well. So we've just new lineup. We've carried some of the songs over, rearranged them a little bit here and there. And I saw you looking at me then.
Yeah.
So I'm not following with my mic, which is fine.
Microphone etiquette.
Yeah, it's microphone etiquette. So yeah, we just moved some bits and pieces over, changed the name to Arcadio and all the rest of it. So that's where we are. So we got down here with a new lineup. So
Yeah.
the old guys missed out.
They have. But Jamie, you've been around for ages, haven't you? Microphone? See, I told you all.
He
Microphone
did.
etiquette, yeah. I'm not used to these interviews. I don't use microphones on me. Just used to playing the drums.
It's drummers for you.
Yeah.
Drummers for you,
But I mean,
yeah.
you were part of the former band,
Yeah.
so you've been around for a bit.
Yes.
And Darren and Dainty, you were kind of people that sort of came along.
Yeah,
More.
very recent, probably about 6 months, maybe 8 months. Joined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so listening to the songs, one of the things that struck me was thinking about your guitar style, sort of reminiscent. I always hate to sort of try and describe bands in the context of other bands, but your guitar style reminded me a little bit of kind of Peter Frampton in the 80s.
Okay, nice.
I don't know.
Take that.
Because what I really like is it's kind of like illustrating stuff all the way through the song.
Okay.
You know, there's a lot of stuff going on coming from your end.
Yep.
All the way, pretty much all the way through.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened when I joined. I just kind of went along for a rehearsal one night, and it went really well. You know, everyone we had a really good rehearsal, and it's just like this kind of style. I mean, that wouldn't have been a guitarist I would listen to, but that's amazing. Not listen to, but I would have worked on it. You know, but the fact that when we started writing the songs,
that Frampton had. Now you said that though, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? A little voice
Yeah.
box on the side, because that would actually work quite well.
it'd be nice.
Yeah.
But they kind of developed with that style. It's kind of like, droning through the song, really, almost padding it out a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
think that's helped
it's almost
develop.
like sort of little bits of instrumental harmonies
Right,
that sort of like fit in with everything else that's going on.
Yeah, nice.
And then when the opportunity arises, then you're banging off, shredding it away.
Yeah, lovely. For the shredders.
Right on.
I love it. I love it.
So if I was to ask you sort of who are the kind of guitarists that you see as your kind of, instrumental heroes?
Yeah, it's hard. You've got to have 5. And it's Jimi Hendrix, Gilmour, Gary Moore, and I like the American guys. I like Paul Gilbert, and it's hard to toss up between the two. I've got to go 6 or 7. Steve Vai and Betancourt. I have to say, though, I love them all.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Immense.
Nailed. I'll be coming back to you in a minute, Lee. I just want to go over to Darren here and talk about your bass.
Yep.
Because you have a distinctive sort of distortion sound on your bass, which kind of reminds me, I suppose, of again some of the sort of big bands of the sort of 70s and 80s used to kind of do that.
Yeah.
So where did that kind of come from for you?
I just wanted to find a sound that was, I say unique. It's hard to have a unique sound on the bass, but I just wanted to have something that just wasn't clean. And I messed around with the chorus and the compressor. And I throw in a bit of fuzz every now and again when it works. But I just wanted to have something a bit different. And I like that kind of bass compression sound from like the 80s. You know, I kind of like that sound.
Sometimes it's difficult to make sure it's not competing frequency-wise with kind of him on the end.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I do have the easy job, to be fair. You know, it's just driving force behind Dainty, hopefully, to complement his playing. So I just I double around. I love experimenting with different sounds as well. So hopefully that's something going forward that I'll mess around with a bit more as well for the band. Try and give it another dimension to how we sound.
Then you got the guy on your right there, Mr. Big Drum Sound himself.
Oh yeah, fantastic drummer.
I mean, I know sometimes when I was listening to the set, I was thinking that wouldn't have been out of place with something that the Who was doing in terms of the drums.
Oh, yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, Keith Moon was actually one of my favourite drummers growing up. Really,
Yeah.
Keith Moon, yeah, crazy drummer, isn't he?
Yeah. But I mean, it's a really sort of like big and full, and kind of like gives the balls to the songs, doesn't it?
Yeah. I hope so. Anyway, that's what I'm trying to.
Sure does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus,
When I came and had the first jam,
yeah.
when I left that night, I was blown away by Jamie. I was like,
Yeah,
fuck,
best of
he
them,
can half play the drums,
but
man.
him,
He was spot on, yeah. So, no, that's where it was in my head.
Too bad.
But then we come back to you again. So rhythm guitar, vocals. So from a sort of vocalist perspective, where do you get your kind of steers from?
Just every day, really. Everyday living is where most of it comes from. Watching things going on around me, personal experience as well. What goes on, so I draw a lot of my lyrics from that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And the sort of the style of singing.
I love old folk music.
Yeah?
Nick Jones, all that kind of stuff.
Do you know, I wouldn't
Davy
have.
Graham.
I wouldn't have thought that.
But I like all sorts.
Yeah.
Like Pink Floyd and some of the modern stuff. Great guitarists as well, as Dainty said.
Yeah.
So
Do you know the Bevis Frond?
I don't know all folk, but
Yeah.
I may have come across them
Strikes-
somewhere. Or not.
That feels to me like sort of a vocal bedfellow. Something to look up later.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, so let's get back to the songs tonight. Some of them are from a while back.
Yeah.
And were sort of transitioned from your former band, What If Generation.
Yeah, we kind of brought most of them over. I kind of had an album. We had the album ready, really, what we pretty much played this evening. So it's like, I need to get these sewn up. Do you know what I mean? It's just a big green tick to get them all in order. Hopefully get them recorded up and stuff like that and make something of it and hopefully release some bits and pieces.
Right. So
In
they
the
were kind of
future.
like ready to go, but when the things happened with the previous band,
Yeah,
you
then
never
we just-
quite got into the studio
That's right.
to do
Yeah,
it.
we got to the point COVID sort of kicked in. We
Yeah.
released, I think, again and again in 2020, Jamie, was it? I think, or 2022. I can't remember. Possibly
is relative.
21. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably was 2020 years before COVID, wasn't it? I think when was COVID?
No, I think it just hit. Yeah, I think it was 20. Yeah.
Oh, was
20
it?
we released
I'm
it.
bad with dates,
I
but-
believe. Anyway.
Well, you
that's
released
besides the point.
what singles or
Yeah, just that again and again single with a little video,
Oh,
which
right,
is
yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, it was
released
during
in
lockdown. It was during lockdown that we released that. Yeah.
Which is
Yeah,
out there
during
still
lockdown.
under the old band name, which we need to address. So yeah.
yeah. And so I guess you're sort of like leading up to revisiting that recording now to kind of go and do the album that you were planning to do.
Yeah, that's the grand idea in the long run. Get these sewn up and writing that album number 2 really, which we'll be looking forward to
The
writing
tricky
together.
second one.
The tricky second one, but I think we've all got ideas and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and we all jam really well together.
Yeah.
So one of us will bring an idea, or I'll bring a little ditty or whatever into the room. We turn it into a song. Hopefully, is the idea.
So as things sort of stand then in terms of songwriting, are you saying that it's kind of like a more open collaboration approach
Going forward,
you know, now that you've got the portfolio of songs kind of like, if you like, sorted out and ready to go, going forward, people bring and put their ideas on the table and let's see where it goes.
Yeah, basically, yeah. That's the next journey.
Yeah.
Or next part of the journey.
They're all sitting there thinking, oh, shit, have I got to come up with a song?
Oh, he's got loads. He's got a book of lyrics, that guy on the end there.
Has he?
That he's not let anybody see yet.
There you go.
There you
Yeah.
go. Sorted
All the
album 2 and
ingredients,
3.
there's loads. All the ingredients.
Album
are
number
there,
3, they're going to come out.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Rap album.
Will that be the
Clawing
concept
back.
album?
Clawing back.
Well, that'd be my job.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about gigs and things. As we sit here today, we're in June, and this is going out in a couple of weeks' time. You're from, was it sort of Surrey? M25,
Yeah, kind of West
London-y,
London-y,
sort of,
yeah.
Right. So the majority of the live performances are probably over that neck of the woods.
They're pretty local. There's a couple of little places we're hitting up. We're just trying to stay local for a minute, build up a bit more of a following, and then try and spread our wings a little bit.
Yeah.
Got a nice little festival in Brighton.
But we
haven't
got
in
Haywards
July.
Heath. We got a festival, Cocoa Fest, I think it is, on the 1st of July. which is
Correct.
Saturday, I think.
Correct.
Okay, so if you live in the kind of Surrey, Brighton area, even when this goes out, there'll still be time to go and get tickets for that.
Get tickets for Cocoa.
Yeah.
It's not hot chocolate, or maybe it is.
It might be.
So that's the kind of next sort of month or so, and so I suppose what the plan would be that after the summer, start thinking about the recording, because it's kind of quite good to do the recording when the weather's gone crap.
Yeah, that keeps us indoors.
Yeah.
We've got somewhere to record as well. We've got a studio. The band's got a studio. Jamie's got a place that we
Right.
use. We rehearse there. Now it's good to go for recording.
Yeah.
So we've got plenty of time.
Yeah.
And, to get it right, which
Yeah.
is always really nice without
Yeah.
any pressures on
Yeah,
times
yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
So, we won't. It's just, let's get in there and get it done.
Get it done and get it out.
Yeah. I suppose the only hassle is if you want to do it in vinyl, there's months of lead time on vinyl, isn't there, at the moment?
Right.
Only if they're
okay,
gold,
yeah.
Phil. Only if they're gold. You can always spray them, I suppose.
Yeah.
If you stick 2 one-piece together and paint them gold, you can pass them off as pound coins.
Tip of the week.
Yeah.
I got Nick, though.
Don't do it. Don't do it, kids.
So, if people want to know more about what you're doing and what you've got available online, where do they go?
We're on Facebook and all the other socials, I believe.
Yeah,
We
Bandcamp.
Are we on
No,
Bandcamp?
not on
No,
Bandcamp. Sorry,
management's been a bit slack lately, so
Yeah.
we need to get on top of
No,
that.
we
We're on
actually
Facebook.
have-
I think we've got a TikTok thing going on, and
Insta.
Are we on
aren't
Insta?
I
yet?
think we're on Insta. We must be on Insta. We are.
Yeah.
I think
Can be arranged.
Facebook,
We will be in 5 minutes.
We will be.
Facebook would be the main one to
Yeah,
find us at the
Arcadio
on
moment.
Facebook.
We have new management, and they're looking into managing our socials for us
'Cause
we're
rubbish.
We're all kind of rubbish at that.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think Facebook would be the place to go to look for us, Arcadio.
Yeah.
And then follow us from there.
Yeah.
Come and find us.
So
We'd love to have you.
Before I finish, Arcadio, the name.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
It's kind of, I think in Greek it's Arcadia. In Spanish it's Arcadio. I'll probably get this wrong, but it's a boy's name, which means peace and serenity.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe it's also the home of Pan,
Ah,
I believe,
right.
if we got our research right. Which
Pan
I
I
think
is
think
we
it
did.
was the
Hands of
god
God,
of music,
yeah.
women and wine. That's what I
Yeah,
heard. That's
yeah.
why I thought it was a cool name for the band. I thought that's what it was. The god of music, women and wine. No,
Can't go
Yeah,
wrong with that.
that's
Yeah.
what I thought it was.
Okay.
and he was hard-ass as well, wasn't he?
Pan me up.
Pan will give you a slap.
So, thank you very much again for doing a great stonking set.
Thank you for
evening.
having
Thanks, Phil. Lovely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for putting up with us.
And thank you very much for watching. And we'll be back in a couple of weeks with another band. Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.